You had a plan January 2024 to get in the best shape of your life, to kick off the business venture, to take that trip, move to a different state, leave the US, get married, visit that long lost friend that you've been putting off, right? So you get the point, is that instant gratification most times is our biggest downfall. Is when we see something, when we see a new shiny object, it's human nature to want to get your hands right on it. Like, you just want it now. Everything is now. Like, I have to have it now. But yet, if you flip the equation and the camera, no pun intended, but if you flip it on its other side, you have to realize that shiny object wasn't just attained overnight. That in itself took a long time to make. Let's just use the car analogy just to keep things simple. There's a reason why the AMG or Ferrari or the BMW, the Jaguars, the Porsche, all these fancy cars, exotic cars, they cost an arm and a leg and then some. There's a reason why, right? There's a lot that went behind it to make it. It's special. It feels different, smells different, drives definitely different. So a lot has happened in the engine, right? And granted, some of these cars are way overpriced, and it's not really necessary, but I get it. I mean, I myself have an AMG C63S, which is plenty of car. The joy I get from that is something else. But for many of us, fitness, right, and wellness, and our relationship with food, the diet, these things are often at play daily in our lives. And depending on our circumstances when it comes to stress and how we manage stress, we easily turn food either into medicine or food into a quick fix, which in my opinion is like a weapon if you think about it. Food, when consumed properly and the right nutrients can be looked, is completely medicine. Food has healing components. I preach a lot about intermittent fasting. That's what I do. I preach a lot about walking, which is what I do. I track it on the Apple Watch. And these systems and protocols are not immune to bad food. Like, I could spend 3 days of just eating like crap. I mean, even 48 hours of eating like crap and drinking, and there goes all the progress I made for like the last 3 months. It's done. Like, I will see it, like my stomach, right? You just feel sick, right? So good habits take time to cultivate. A good, sound diet, not a perfect diet, because no one has a perfect diet. Some do, most don't. But a perfect, a solid, sound diet takes time to cultivate, because what you're killing on the flip side are your bad habits, what I like to call your demons. Prolonging instant gratification gives you your power back. I did a video about how to take your power back and live your best life. It's all related. Do you have the power to say no? Do you have the power to prolong that shiny object? Because it's not necessary if you think about it. What is it that you really want? Because I can tell you firsthand, is driving the car that I drive, most days now it feels like just another car. Really, I mean, I'm dead serious. And it's expensive car. It's about $100,000 car when it's all said and done out the door, with all the aftermarket things, right? Now that I have it, most days now it feels just like another car. And one day, who knows, I could be a millionaire. I've got lots of money in my bank. it could just feel like another couple $100. I'm not, obviously we know it's not quite that simple, but I've also heard about stories, wealthy people, some of the wealthiest people are some of the most unhappiest people. You wonder why? Because it's your core. Have you done the work inside, right? And that's what I have learned through prolonging instant gratification. Is I've had a very tough life, a very tough upbringing. Nothing was handed to me in a silver spoon. There's no inheritance left behind by my parents. My father has passed 6 years ago nearly. Damn. It feels just like yesterday. And that's the only parent that I will talk about. You can fill in the rest. All the tough times that I endured as a child, I never got anything I wanted. Honestly, I didn't have a car until in my late 20s, early 20s, sorry, 22, 23. That's late. Most people in America, I think, start really driving around 16, 17, 18 with a permit, right? I worked at McDonald's, flipping burgers and fries. I didn't want to, I was put in a very compromised position with immigration from a very young age. So I know what freedom feels like when it's snatched away from you. So you're constricted and constantly in panic mode. I know what that's like. And I used to look at other boys and other girls and living their lives, teenagers and same circle as to why this happened to me, right? We all do that. Why does bad things happen to good people? Well, it's not quite that simple. It's more like, for me, what I realize is, what are you going to do about it that makes you, the lucky recipient of some of these life events? Is you have to take action. We often wonder how that person achieved it, how that person achieved this and that and got that, right? But we don't really care to learn their backstory. Everyone has a backstory, and some get luckier than others. I get it. But what are we going to do? Can't cry about it. They have it. What are you going to do about it? That's really the question. And so the power lies in patience, having that discipline, and foregoing instant pleasure for today, with the clear vision, and this takes work, of seeing the fruits of your labor being recognized 1 year from now, your dream body being recognized 6 months from now. That's about what it takes. If you do it the right way, 4 months. But let's just give it 6 months, right? So the year is almost over. You're not going to get your dream body in December. We got Thanksgiving, we got Christmas, we got New Year's. But if you start now, you start putting the work in. If you go 80%, 70% on your diet, not the workouts. I'm not talking about the workouts, because that's easy. Although some people can't even get their 10,000 steps. Some people don't even like to walk, and it's getting colder. I hope you pay attention to that. Is you got to keep going, keep that engine going. But can you go harder on your diet? Yes. I'm not saying eliminate everything and go cold turkey, but can you dial back a little bit every day? Just dial back the calories, increase your fasting, get 500 more steps in. Can you do those things, baby steps, and then you compound it to achieve greatness? Can you do that? It doesn't have to be an overnight thing, but you got to start. That's how you win the war between instant pleasure, instant gratification. Do the hard things now and reap the benefits a lot later in life. Maybe next month. All right? Mamba out.